goodness, this is a full table. So let's take it all off the table and talk about the topic of today's video. You are probably asking yourself, what are you talking about? Being creative is sometimes a struggle, we all know that, especially if we have some problems of finding specific colors or finding a specific, theme, finding something we like, or maybe just being random and not wasting our best supplies, right? So last year, I don't remember around which time, but last year I saw a video on YouTube I will probably never find again. It's about getting loose with photography. I personally also take photos. Not really landscape stuff, not really portraits, more like animals, plants, something unusual like urban stuff. And this video talked about we are using our expensive equipment or an Insta camera like a Polaroid, Instax or whatever, and we're thinking, wow, this picture was expensive. One picture is like 2 or 3 euros to refill. Well, I have to think about what I'm doing. Or with a SD camera like a normal digital camera. Oh, I made so many photos, I don't want to look through them. Whatever. So this guy came around and talked about something that nobody I've seen talking before, or better said, I heard talking before about, and that is a child camera. This is what you give a child. It takes a photo and it prints it automatically. But it is thermal paper, the one you have in the cashier systems, right? This is not permanent. This will one day, around, could be tomorrow if you don't use it properly, could be in 7 years, but whatever you're going to shoot, it will disappear. And this is why I started to love this thing. I took it everywhere. I'm still taking it almost everywhere, at least at some places where I think I can find some motifs I would enjoy. Let me show you the thing. You are, I don't know, let's say it this way, you can choose between a lot of different models. The problem is that the refills are still not usable for every camera. So you have to know your specs for the compartment where the paper is inside. So we have a camera, right? It's a child camera. You have games, you can movies, whatever. You can take pictures and you can take movies. I will show you an example photo and we will print that example photo. Let's see. Something fun you haven't seen before. Let's use that, right? This is a pizza I had on my vacation. So, I pressed the print button. It is printing now, right? This paper will react to almost everything. If if you put glue or any solvent on top of it, it will disappear. The paint, it's not a paint, the dots, the activated dots will disappear. If you put it in sunlight or something near warm or sweaty or whatever, it will disappear. So this is temporary, right? Why the heck am I using this to be creative? I will show you. This is just we need some example pictures. But I did not print them beforehand because I thought, yeah, whatever, I will show you the printing process because it's super fascinating, especially if you have not seen that before. There are a lot of photos that make no sense without... Oh, let's do this. I use this to categorize my projects. This is a painting you've seen me paint some weeks ago. Right? You also saw at the end of the video how I showed you this piece. Not literally this paper, because I have already put that into my project book. But you saw me show you that. You're still asking yourself, yeah, what the heck? What is your problem? The problem is, there is no problem. I have and own for some years a project book. It's a book where I put everything inside that I think would make a good project. That means I have an idea and I put it to paper. And over time, I just think, yeah, it's an okay idea, but we need to fix it. So there are a lot of empty pages, but those pages will fill up over time. It's a specific way of working, not something everybody likes. So I will show you something that is not filled with names, which is not a lot. Can I show you this? I can. I cannot. I cannot. That is a lot of stuff. I have a lot of... Okay, let's be super basic. This is one of my longest projects I have in my head. Animal lamps. You see all the time those really expensive animal lamps, like a dog holding a bulb in his mouth, or a macaque, a little tiny chimp on a cable lamp, like hanging and swinging around, stuff like that. Or I think parrots sitting on something to perch and the lamp is over them. I don't know. So yeah, this project is still in my head. I still have some space and I will do more. Especially I will need to do some miniature slugs, because my big slug was planned to have a family following up, but I have not done that yet. I take the idea, just literally put the sketch down, say okay, whatever, and then after I'm finished, I put in the photo of what I achieved. This thing will fade, this will disappear. Yes. But in the moment, you take a photo, a piece of a memory, and put it inside, so you skip through and think, what did I do with it? Ah, yes, I did do that. If I would do that with the Polaroids, that would be expensive. These things cost 0.000 8 euros or something. This thing is cheap, super cheap. Nothing is cheaper than this. You cannot make an instant printing cheaper than this. And the whole book is full of them, right? I have I have only started doing that like last year, so not every project I had is inside this. But it still started to grow. I can't show you most of them because they're also my Christmas projects inside, and there are names of family and friends. I can't do that. Can I make it this way? Yeah, let's do it this way. This is my sun jar, something you can buy on Amazon, made in Africa, and it's hard to explain, but it's an ethical thing. You should buy it. It's amazing. I planned out what I want to have inside of this, and I made a photo. Okay, project done. You don't see much, right? But everything you don't see, your brain starts to make you see. So you end a creative process and start a new one. What the heck am I even looking at, right? Or kind of just taking the photos and think, okay, I haven't planned anything, but I like the outcome. You have the apple, my pastel pencil things, right? You have these. You think, okay, that looks creepy. The original apple that's lying behind me was okay, was not creepy, but you see this creepy apple and think, oh my god, I should make them more creepy, right? Or this carrot, you think, okay, the original I don't like, but this picture is amazing. I should do something like that again, stuff like that. So I use those pictures to start my brain to be more creative. That's not all. I also started a photo album with them. I know, this is super stupid because they will disappear, and some already are disappearing. And I have they are like 7 months old, so they're gone. Almost gone. But I don't know why. Just some are just almost gone. And that's okay. I don't mind. But if I would mind, I have the chance to take a photo of this photo album page and print it again. Or I could print the normal photos again. They're on a SD card, right? Until this thing breaks, and there will be never again a child camera for printing with thermal paper, I can print them again. Though, one caveat, you cannot put your own photos on it and print it. For that, you would need one of those USB connected printer. If you put on a photo you made on the SD card and put the SD card in, it will not recognize it. I don't know why. I haven't looked into it. Doesn't matter. I will. I have to look for something I can show you. The thing is, I don't think I can show you anything because there's people everywhere. Oh, that's awful. Wait, I can show you the vacation photos, right? I can take you. Yeah, okay. These are the newest ones, the vacation ones. I take the photo, here, the pizza. You can see this is a fresh one, and this is the one I glued in, and this paper was inside my bag for 4 weeks before I put it out and glued it in. You also can see that this degenerated quite a bit. That's normal, that's okay, that's part of the project. Not having it for an eternity. And this makes a photo album especially fun because whoever will find that in 20 years, they will think, what the heck is going on? And for that, we have the descriptions. And just thinking about the most weirdest descriptions you can think about is one way of using your brain to be creative. I have some descriptions you would not even think about would make sense, right? Like, oh, I can't show you that. I have, there is this one. Can I show you this? Look at this. This is called glass salad. This is just a photo of different glasses with a top or without, drinking glass, whatever. And I call it just glass salad. If that photo is gone, someone will come and say, what the fuck is a glass salad? Did they make a salad out of glass? That's super weird. Okay. I think I think we're at this point of the video where everyone is gone that is not interested in the whole thing. So let's talk truth. I love this camera more than I should, right? Everything I take a photo of I know will disappear. But what if we can make it disappear and be everlasting? You cannot put anything with a solvent on it, right? But I chose these two because they're colorful. And I want to test out if it is possible to color them in and make the next step, use them to make thumbnail testing. You know what I mean? You can make a sketch. I have the awful paper. We can make a sketch, like a bold sketch, make a photo of it and color that in. On the other side, just think about it. You can go on fairs, you can go on markets, sell your stuff, make a photo of something you drew, put it on top of it. Here, you can color that in, and now you have something unique. Like a goodie on top. There is so many possible ways, if it works. I do not know if it works. So that is why we're here, to find out if it works. And if you're asking yourself, why the heck is it getting dark? It's because the sun went away. The thing is, I do not have a big marker lying around anywhere close. We could use a normal could use a Sharpie. But the question is, do I want to use a Sharpie? We will use a Sharpie. It's a knockoff Amazon permanent marker thing. And let's be classic, right? I feel like we should not be that pedantic. It's just a test. We can do the apple, the creepy apple. Ooh. I really dislike this bend in here, I don't know. Makes me sad. And I hope it does not bleed through. But on the other hand, I don't think I will use that ever again for something I will keep displayed. So yeah, I don't know. We have Mr. Porco Rosso. Can make a cat. We can make, I don't know, I'm usually not that creative or spontaneously creative. We can do a banana. Why would you paint a banana? Make a crab. Oh, that is a wonky crab. Nothing is final. Oh, that looks awful. Also, those permanent markers are smelly, my goodness. What we do with that? Blip, blip. Let's make a happy flower. Because we can. Let's make a pizza because we can. Just a salami pizza. Nothing special. What can we do? Also, a turnip. I also love painting turnips. They make me happy. And a long boy. Now, let's make a photo. I don't know, should we make a photo of the whole thing? Let's do that. Also, that's one of the things I do not like, the string is always in the way. Oh, it's too big. I have to make it on the ground. Huh? Oh, I moved it. Oh my. That was stupid, I think. Well, let's try that again. Two things you also need to know. The printer can overheat and the thing will drain a lot of battery while printing. Yeah. What was the other thing? I forgot. Yeah. So. Ah, yeah. It's only one focus. Why is that? Weird. Okay, there's only one focus. That means you can't change the focus point. It's just one lens, which means it's, like I said, just one focus point. We now have a lot of paper pieces, and I have watercolor brush pens, acrylic markers, and my Holbein set for the color pencil part. And I feel like we should just try out if anything works, right? Because if it does, this thing is a game changer for thumbnailing. Like I said, that costs nothing. Let's start with my beautiful bag full of brush pens. There are more inside, but I usually use only the stationary island ones because they are the best. The other ones are the Artisa and they have a darker color. I don't like that. I think we should go with the pizza because it's a bit iconic. It's a rocket pizza, so we can just use the green and find out if it works. I mean, why would it not work? The only issue could be these are water-based, right? But if we will do that. I have alcohol markers. We will try that out with the spare one. Alcohol marker will definitely destroy the print. I'm 100% sure. There is no alternative to that. There is alcohol inside. Alcohol will 100% destroy that. On the other hand, it could surprise me, and it would not surprise me if it did surprise me, because I have no idea how thermal paper works. Is that even the correct term? Thermal. I don't know. That is crazy, right? I feel like this could be a game changer. Let me test something. Because I can print the one I showed you, right? Last video. No, I can't. God damn it, I do not have an ocean picture. It's so confusing. But we can use the original picture as a reference. Let's do that. It's just a test. It will not look good, but if you want to make it look good, you could. 100%. Though I do not care particularly. Oh, that's too dark. Oh, that's also a bit dark, but well, it doesn't matter. Oh, that is insane. Oh, that is insane. I have no idea. Okay, whatever. Let's skip this. Go back to the next one. By the way, if you're ever in need of brush pens and stationary islands still exist, buy them. There's really nothing better than those. And they hold up for like, oh my god, are they? I think they're over 7 years old already. So the next one, let's say the ones that I think are absolutely no problem at all, but are a problem to make a painting or a picture look good, because these are acrylic markers. Yeah. You know what acrylic markers do, they just cover up everything. I will use this one, because why not? So, oh no. I'm sorry. My brain broke for a second. Are you freaking kidding me? What did I think would happen? You know, sometimes I feel like the most stupid person in the room, because so many things that are logical just aren't logical to me. Like, people love doing thumbnails. I don't. I really don't. But something like this, I know it's super stupid. That is... I feel my head aged like 20 years. I don't know. Do I like this? Do I hate this? I don't know. I have no idea. This is... And you know the best thing? You can also use the white. On which paper you could use the white as well? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm not saying that this is going to change my way of planning things. Let's say it that way. But I feel like this is so cool. You just take a picture, right? You can do that on your phone. I know we have so many digital painting programs. We have, for example, Ibis Paint and stuff like that. I love Ibis Paint. It's a good software. I use it on my phone and on my tablet. It's good. But this is for the people that just have not the money. And we are in some age and time where you do not have money. I mean, not everyone, but... So, this is so stupid. Are you kidding me? I feel weird. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? I have no idea. Okay, we just tested that. I think the conclusion is in your base. I have no idea if that is a good idea. And I said that twice already, so you know that I'm confused. So let's go to the pencil one. This is extremely hard. Oh my. Oh, you could also use pastels, right? Oh, my table is not smooth. You could also use like pastel pen pastels, pastel pencil, pastel sticks, oil pastels. I was struggling with the rainbow in the background because I did not know where I wanted to have the it was to be sunset, right? I did not know where I would put the sun, and then I kind of realized that I messed up and the green happened because I was not waiting enough to make the blue dry and then the yellow dry, and you cannot paint over something with yellow because yellow is awful for that. I have no orange, I have an orange. So I was really struggling, so that would have been amazing for me. Especially now that it is a pastel rainbow, which would be a pastel sunset. I really have the urge to color that in. Are you kidding me? Oh no. That is too much fun. That is far too much fun. That is breaking my brain. I love this. No. My thought process was, let's make something that is not eternal. That is gone in some years, nobody will care about it, especially not me, because the stuff I do now will probably not be as good as the stuff I will do in the future, right? But seeing this, I don't know if I should do that. It could end really badly and disappointing. But on the other hand, if everything behind this will disappear, right? And the only thing that is left is just the color, your brain will make something really amazing out of this picture. It is still whatever I painted, right? But it's also something completely new. That is too good to be true. My goodness. So, now we did that. Let's try the alcohol markers. One thing I have to add, acrylic will work. Okay, let's say a different way. I use acrylic markers, yes? That means acrylic will work. That means oil will work. I used watercolor brush pens. That means normal watercolor will work. That means gouache will work. So I will not test them. We have the pastels. Yeah, if pencil works, pastels will work. Because the texture, there is no texture on this paper, right? But if the pencil works, colored pencil, it will definitely, the pastel will also work. But will alcohol markers work? Or will it destroy the whole piece? Let's find out. And my table is getting messier and messier. I will first test if they bleed. They bleed indeed. So you cannot overwork them. Okay, let's do the crab. Oh, let's do the crab. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, exactly what I thought would happen. Yeah, the small dots are gone, right? They disappeared. I do not own a blender, that's a problem. But I have a light color. Let's try that. Yeah, you see? It disappears. It literally disappears. Oh, that is crazy. Yeah, I thought that because of the solvent part. That's okay, I think. You could still use it to color stuff in. But blending, ugh, I don't know. Would that work? It works. The paper is still not destroyed. So I would say it works. It will definitely react with the paper, you see. The black outline, so the solvent did destroy something. Interesting. So yeah. Let's do the good boy, just because I can. The long good boy. Literally gone in seconds. My. I'm sorry, but this is amazing. You could just make a photo, take a photo, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Where did I put there? There I put. You can just take a photo. Print it, right? Let's make light. Oh, it's so cute. You make that photo, you take that photo, you have that photo. You put it down. I have, where's my tape? Oh, it's down there, so no. Let's speed run this. You make a sketch. You think something, I don't know. What color should I do? Do I like pink more than yellow? Am I going to hate this? Is this bad? Is this good? And then you switch the medium because you say, wait, there's something wrong. And then you start layering. Right? You know, I do not own every single color on earth. It's just a sketch in the end. Doesn't matter. Then you think, wait, I do not like this. I want to change it up. So you take the sketch and just say, okay, I want to make a devil out of this, right? And you just paint over it. And then you say, okay, that is a devil, but what about some beautiful fluid background? Et voila! You have your sketch and you think, yes, that is exactly what I want to do. Or you just print it again and do the whole thing again. I feel so stupid. That is so convoluted. That is the most insane thing I have ever done. And I fucking still do the Aqua Ground series, right? If you have not seen that, I will not link that down below because nobody's going to watch it. But I tried out if Aqua Ground is going to help me paint on everything with watercolor because watercolor is one of my favorite mediums. Yeah, that is... I have no words. So the only thing I can say in conclusion, I love this camera. I really love it. I use it a lot. I use it especially to be creative, and I also use it to make photos, to take photos of other people and hand it to them. Because that is so fun. Or you do a selfie with them and hand it to them. It's fun. And if you have, I don't know how much it costs around the world, right? But this one costs 12 euros. And it was on sale Black Friday or whatever. There are so many amazing designs, like dinosaurs or pink princesses or cars or whatever. That is the most basic one I could get because it was the cheapest one on the market. I got that because I wanted to try it out. And I thought that thing will not last me for a week. Because most of the things I buy will not last me for a week. But this thing is with me since last year, and I still haven't fully acknowledged the possibilities. And I think this is insane. This process will not work for everything. Like, I think miniatures will not work because they're too small. I think if you watch the last miniatures I did, at the end I show the pictures, you can't make anything out of it. So it is easier to just do your normal way of finding out which color you want to use. For me, whatever I got out of this, whatever this will make me change into or my process change into, I don't know yet. But thinking about this, the answer is scrapbooking. If you are a journaling person or a scrapbooker, this will also be something super cool for you. But for me, I don't know. We will see, I guess. Those things I will take and put into my project book under the part of using the child camera, whatever you would translate it to. And then I have more mementos. I'm so speechless. I never thought about this before today. So yeah, if you watched until this part, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something or you got inspired. That is the most important part, because creativity is best when shared. And no, I will not get a microphone. And yes, I will have the sound awful for years because I will not invest in this channel. I will only invest in creativity. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, an amazing year if you only watch this. And if you don't hear us again, thank you very much for watching and have an amazing rest of your life. If you hear us next week, I don't know yet what's next week. I know what's next week, but I do not know if it will be ready until next week. We will see. So yeah, thank you very much. I wish you the best and bye bye.